Good morning, everybody and anybody. I would like you to meet Calvin. This is actually the first bike that I ever had. It's a Honda CM200T Twin Star, 1980. Let's go for a little spin and we'll talk about something. Well, that's as many gears as I get. So like I said, this is Calvin. You can see it written right on the tank right there. Calvin. This is the first bike that I ever had, and sadly this bike's been neglected. I kind of lost interest in this bike and stopped caring about him when I got my V-Strom, but that is about to change. See, I think that I've developed an appreciation for these older classic bikes, and I now see the appeal in just wanting to ride a little tiny bike like this, maybe around town. And so I kind of have that cannot be unseen. The heck? We need to get to a different part of town. I have a little bit of a plan for Calvin here. He was not running at all, not even a bit. No spark, probably no fuel, no nothing. And I was going to make a video about kind of getting him running, but it ended up being way too frustrating because I don't know a whole lot about these things. Come on. Oh yeah. But what I'm wanting to do now is that now that I can kind of appreciate the appeal of a bike like this, and now that he's actually running, I had to put a new coil on him. I had to clean up the points and everything on him, and that was something I didn't know anything about whatsoever. He has a new carburetor, new spark plugs. The frustrating part was just not figuring out why he wasn't firing. That was the frustrating part. It has an interesting sound. I had an issue that I should have thought of long before I did. Well, I put a new carburetor in here, and the top of the carburetor was a little bit different. And what happened was the throttle cable ended up being a little bit too short due to a couple things. But I didn't think of it as soon as I should have. Oh, let's park it right in front of this little garden. That'd be a great little backdrop. He's very sensitive to the gas shutoff. So, here's my plan. As you can see, the tank is really oxidized. It's not the original color. Here, let me show you something. See that? That's the original color right there. And it looks nice, but this does not reflect that original color anymore. So, my plan is to repaint the tank. I have a new set of handlebars coming because these look pretty dorky. I can find the other side cover, but this side is a real pain in the butt to find, and so I kind of think I'm going to make my own. I plan on taking this all the way down to the frame. I want to sandblast the frame, and I want to repaint the frame. I want to repaint the tank. I want to paint the side covers the same as the tank. I want to polish everything up real nice. The tires look really shiny because I did clean those up really good. What else did I want to do to it? Maybe do some improvements to the electrical while I'm in there. What? Hello?
Hi, Mike. We need to get the water turned off. The guy is here to fix my hot water heater.
Okay. Okay, give me a few minutes and I'll be down.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta book it back home. But anyway, I'm planning on just kind of, I don't want to use the word restoring or really have like a how-to on all this. Mainly what I want to do is I just want to make this bike a little new for me. I'm not going to be using the most expensive paint to paint everything with. I'm not going down to get the frame powder coated or anything like that. I mean, the bike is only, if you find one of these in good shape, you might be able to sell it for $400 or $500. You know, that's about what you might get for it. If it's maybe in the shape that this is in right now, you might get $400 or $500 out of it. It doesn't make sense to buy a bunch of really expensive paint for the frame and expensive paint for the tank and stuff. And so I'm going to kind of do it on the cheap. And I don't know exactly how detailed I'm going to get. If you'd like to leave a comment or something and let me know how detailed you want me to get. Like I said, it's not really going to be a how-to, because to be totally honest with you, I don't know how to. But that's really kind of what my channel is about, is whether you know how to do it or not, just get your hands in it and figure it out. But it should be interesting nonetheless. I kind of want to just have a renewed sense of fun with this bike and caring about it, so that it won't be neglected next time. One of the things with the handlebars is you're using a twisting motion to regulate your throttle. Instead of like having your hand twisting like that, you're twisting your wrist sideways instead of lengthwise. Does that make sense? I wonder how fast we can go. I've given an old she's Scott Catton! Ouch! Well, we're going over the speed limit there. So at this point, all I really know is what I want to do to it. I don't really know how much I'm going to make videos about. That's going to depend. That's going to depend on what you say in the comments and what you want to see. Do you want to see the whole bike get taken apart and have the frame redone, and you know, every step of the way, see how this little thing goes back together? You know, do you want to see that? Let me know. If you don't want to see it, don't let me know, I guess. Of course, I will be showing the finished product when it's all done, and see some before and after photos and stuff like that. But that's kind of the plan for this little bike. Little Calvin. My wife named him that. So cute. Everybody calls him by his name. The Honda dealership, they ask, how's Calvin? My dad will see him and go, hey, look, it's Calvin. So let me know how much of the take apart, rebuild, and change these things that you actually want to see. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. And looking at the bike, there really is not much to this. There's not much to this. There's like 3 bolts and the whole thing just comes apart. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.